As the fateful day of the final battle approached, the village was filled with a sense of both anticipation and dread. The brave hero, who had been chosen to face the witch and break the curse, knew that the time for preparation had come. The fate of the entire village rested on their shoulders, and they were determined to do whatever it took to bring an end to the witch's reign of terror. The hero sought guidance from the village elders, who had heard tales of similar battles in the past. They shared their knowledge and wisdom, providing the hero with valuable insights into the witch's powers and weaknesses. Armed with this information, the hero began to devise a plan to defeat the witch once and for all. The first step in preparing for the confrontation was to gather a team of allies. The hero knew that they could not face the witch alone, and they needed individuals with unique skills and abilities to aid them in the battle. They reached out to the villagers, seeking those who were willing to join their cause. Slowly but surely, a group of brave souls came forward, each with their own reasons for wanting to see the witch's curse lifted. Next, the hero focused on training themselves and their allies. They knew that they needed to be in peak physical and mental condition to stand a chance against the powerful witch. They organized daily training sessions, honing their combat skills and practicing strategies to outsmart the witch. The hero pushed themselves and their allies to their limits, knowing that only through rigorous training could they hope to succeed. In addition to physical training, the hero also sought the guidance of the village's wise old sage. This wise sage was known for their knowledge of ancient spells and rituals. They taught the hero and their allies about the importance of mental fortitude and the power of positive energy. Through meditation and visualization exercises, the hero and their allies learned to harness their inner strength and focus their minds on the task at hand. As the days turned into weeks, the hero and their allies scoured the village for any resources that could aid them in the battle. They collected herbs and potions known for their protective properties, as well as enchanted artifacts said to repel dark magic. Every possible advantage was sought, for the hero knew that they could not afford to leave anything to chance. The hero also sought the help of the village blacksmith, who crafted special weapons and armor designed to counter the witch's powers. Each piece was meticulously crafted, infused with protective spells and charms. The hero and their allies donned this armor, feeling a surge of confidence and determination as they prepared for the final showdown. In the days leading up to the confrontation, the hero and their allies gathered in the village square to discuss their plan of attack. They analyzed the witch's patterns and behaviors, strategizing on how to exploit her weaknesses. Each member of the team was assigned a specific role, ensuring that their skills were utilized to their fullest potential. As the sun set on the eve of the final battle, the hero and their allies retreated to a secluded location to rest and gather their thoughts. They knew that the next day would be the most challenging of their lives, and they needed to be mentally and emotionally prepared. They shared stories and words of encouragement, finding solace in the camaraderie they had built. With the first light of dawn, the hero and their allies emerged from their hiding place, ready to face the witch head-on. They marched towards the witch's lair, their hearts filled with determination and hope. The time for preparation was over. Now, it was time to confront the witch and break the curse that had plagued the village for far too long. The final battle awaited, and the hero knew that their every decision and action would determine the outcome. With their allies by their side and their spirits unyielding, they stepped forward, ready to face the witch and bring an end to her reign of darkness. The stage was set, and the confrontation was about to begin. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an eerie glow over the village, the brave hero stood at the edge of the cursed woods. The air was thick with anticipation, and a sense of foreboding hung in the air. This was the moment they had all been waiting for, the final battle against the witch. With a firm grip on their sword and a heart filled with determination, the hero took a deep breath, steeling themselves for what lay ahead. They knew that this confrontation would not be easy, but they were prepared to face any challenge to save their village from the clutches of the witch's curse. Guided by the whispers of the villagers, the hero ventured deeper into the haunted woods, their senses heightened. The dense foliage seemed to close in around them, creating an oppressive atmosphere. The hero's heart pounded in their chest as they approached the witch's lair, a dilapidated cottage hidden amidst the gnarled trees. As the hero stepped into the witch's lair, a chill ran down their spine. The room was adorned with sinister symbols and flickering candles, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The air crackled with dark magic, and the hero could feel the witch's presence growing stronger with each passing moment. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. A tall, haggard woman with piercing eyes that seemed to hold the weight of centuries. The witch's gaze bore into the hero's soul, filled with malice and a hunger for power. The hero stood their ground, refusing to be intimidated by the witch's formidable presence. With a wave of her hand, the witch summoned a swirling vortex of dark energy, hurling it towards the hero. The hero deftly dodged the attack, their agility and quick reflexes serving them well. They retaliated with a swift strike of their sword, but the witch effortlessly deflected the blow with a shield of dark magic. Realizing that brute force alone would not be enough to defeat the witch, the hero devised a strategy. They began to weave intricate patterns with their sword, channeling their inner strength and focusing their energy. The hero knew that they had to outsmart the witch, using their wits and cunning to gain the upper hand. The witch, sensing the hero's strategy, unleashed a barrage of spells and curses. Fireballs erupted from her fingertips, crackling with malevolence. The hero skillfully dodged the projectiles, their movements fluid and precise. They retaliated with a series of well-timed strikes, aiming to weaken the witch's defenses. Despite the witch's relentless assault, the hero refused to yield. They drew upon their inner strength, fueled by the love and determination to protect their village. With each blow, the hero's resolve grew stronger, their determination unwavering. They knew that failure was not an option. The fate of the village depended on their success. As the battle raged on, the witch's frustration grew. She could sense her power waning, her control slipping away. In a final act of desperation, she unleashed her most potent spell, a swirling vortex of darkness that threatened to consume everything in its path. The heroes stood firm, their eyes blazing with determination. Summoning every ounce of strength, the hero channeled their energy into one final strike. With a mighty swing of their sword, they shattered the witch's shield and pierced her heart. A deafening scream echoed through the lair as the witch's dark magic dissipated, leaving only silence in its wake. As the witch's life force faded, the curse that had plagued the village for so long began to lift. The once desolate and fearful village was now filled with hope and joy. The villagers emerged from their homes, their faces filled with gratitude and relief. They gathered around the hero, their savior, and celebrated their newfound freedom. But amidst the celebrations, a somber realization settled upon the village. The hero had made the ultimate sacrifice. Their bravery and selflessness had saved the village, but at the cost of their own life. The villagers mourned the loss of their hero, forever grateful for their unwavering courage. In the aftermath of the final battle, the village began to heal. The scars left by the witch's curse slowly faded, and life returned to normal. The hero's sacrifice became a legend, a tale passed down through generations, reminding the villagers of the power of bravery and love. The legacy of the witch's curse would forever be etched in the village's history, serving as a reminder of the darkness that can be overcome with courage and unity. And as the years passed, the village thrived, never forgetting the hero who had saved them from the clutches of the witch's curse. As the final battle between the brave hero and the wicked witch approached, the air in the village grew heavy with anticipation. The hero knew that the witch would not go down without a fight, and he prepared himself for the tricks and deceptions she would surely employ to try and defeat him. The witch was known for her mastery of illusions and deceptions. She could make the ordinary appear extraordinary and the harmless seem deadly. As the hero ventured deeper into the heart of the witch's lair, he encountered a series of illusions designed to confuse and disorient him. The walls of the lair seemed to shift and change, creating a labyrinth of corridors that led nowhere. The hero found himself trapped in a never-ending loop, unable to find his way out. But he knew that he must not succumb to the witch's tricks. With every step, he reminded himself of his purpose and focused on the task at hand. The witch's illusions took many forms. She conjured up terrifying monsters that seemed to materialize out of thin air, their claws and fangs ready to tear the hero apart. But he knew that they were nothing more than figments of the witch's imagination. He stood his ground, refusing to let fear cloud his judgment. The witch was not only skilled in creating illusions, but also in manipulating the emotions of those around her. She knew that fear and doubt were powerful weapons, and she used them to her advantage. As the hero ventured further into the lair, he could feel the weight of the witch's influence pressing down on him. Visions of his loved ones in distress flashed before his eyes, their cries for help echoing in his ears. The witch sought to exploit his emotions, to make him doubt his purpose and question his abilities. But the hero knew that he must remain steadfast. He reminded himself of the village's suffering and the lives that depended on his success. The witch's tricks extended beyond mere illusions and emotional manipulation. She could control the elements, summoning storms and conjuring fire at will. The hero found himself battling against raging winds and torrents of rain, his every move hindered by the witch's elemental powers. But he refused to be deterred. He channeled his inner strength and fought back with unwavering determination. As the hero neared the heart of the witch's lair, he encountered her most powerful illusion yet. The entire room seemed to transform into a twisted reflection of reality. The walls were adorned with grotesque paintings, and the air was thick with an otherworldly mist. The hero could feel the weight of the witch's presence, her dark energy suffocating him. In this distorted reality, the hero faced his greatest challenge yet. The witch appeared before him, her form shifting and changing, her voice echoing in his mind. She taunted him, promising him power and glory if he would only submit to her will. But the hero knew that this was just another trick, another attempt to break his resolve. With every ounce of strength he had left, the hero fought against the witch's illusions. He saw through her tricks and remained focused on his goal. He knew that the only way to break the curse and save the village was to defeat the witch once and for all. The hero's determination and unwavering resolve allowed him to see through the witch's tricks and illusions. He pressed forward, knowing that the final battle was just around the corner. The village's fate hung in the balance, and he would not let them down. As the final battle between the brave hero and the wicked witch approached, the weight of the village's fate rested heavily on the hero's shoulders. The hero knew that defeating the witch would require great sacrifice, but they were willing to give everything to save their beloved village from the clutches of darkness. In the moments leading up to the confrontation, the hero found themselves faced with a difficult decision. They knew that in order to break the witch's curse, they would have to make the ultimate sacrifice. The hero pondered over the options, weighing the consequences of each choice. The hero understood that their actions would not only determine the fate of the village, but also the lives of their loved ones. The weight of responsibility pressed down upon them, causing their heart to ache with the knowledge that their sacrifice would bring pain to those they held dear. With a heavy heart, the hero made the selfless decision to offer their own life in exchange for the village's salvation. They knew that by sacrificing themselves, they would break the witch's hold over the village and free its inhabitants from the curse that had plagued them for so long. As the hero prepared for the final battle, their resolve grew stronger. They knew that their sacrifice would not be in vain, that their actions would bring about the redemption of the village and the restoration of peace. With every step closer to the witch's lair, the hero's determination burned brighter. The heroes stood before the wicked witch, their heart filled with both fear and courage. They knew that this would be their final confrontation, the moment that would determine the fate of the village and their own destiny. The hero's eyes locked with the witch's, a silent understanding passing between them. As the battle commenced, the hero fought with all their might, using every skill and power they had acquired throughout their journey. The witch unleashed her dark magic, attempting to overpower the hero, but the hero's determination and love for their village fueled their strength. In a moment of desperation, the hero realized that defeating the witch would require more than just physical strength. They understood that to truly break the curse, they would have to give up their own life willingly. With a heavy heart, the hero made the ultimate sacrifice, plunging a dagger into their own chest. As the hero's life force faded away, a blinding light enveloped the battlefield. The curse that had plagued the village for so long began to unravel, its dark magic dissipating into the air. The hero's sacrifice had broken the witch's hold, freeing the village from its torment. Though the hero had perished, their sacrifice would forever be remembered in the hearts of the villagers. The hero's bravery and selflessness became a legend, inspiring future generations to stand up against evil and fight for what they believed in. The village would forever be grateful for the hero's sacrifice, their memory etched into the very fabric of its existence. With the curse lifted, the village began the arduous task of rebuilding and healing. The scars left by the witch's curse would take time to fade, but the villagers were filled with hope and determination. They would honor the hero's sacrifice by creating a better future, one where darkness would never again hold sway over their lives. Though the hero's physical presence was gone, their spirit lived on in the hearts of the villagers. They became a symbol of courage and sacrifice, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, there is always hope. The hero's legacy would forever be cherished, their story passed down through generations as a testament to the power of selflessness and love. The village held a solemn ceremony to honor the hero's sacrifice. The entire community gathered to pay their respects, their hearts filled with gratitude and sorrow. They knew that without the hero's sacrifice, their lives would have remained forever trapped in the witch's curse. The hero's name would be etched into the village's history, a constant reminder of the bravery that had saved them all. As the ceremony came to an end, the villagers bid their final farewell to the hero. Tears were shed, but they were not tears of sadness alone. They were tears of gratitude, of hope, and of a future that would forever be shaped by the hero's sacrifice. The hero may have been gone, but their spirit would forever live on in the hearts of the villagers, guiding them towards a brighter tomorrow. With the hero's sacrifice, the witch's curse was finally broken. The village could now begin the process of healing and rebuilding, knowing that they were free from the clutches of darkness. The hero's sacrifice had brought them redemption and a chance at a new beginning. The legacy of the witch's curse would forever be a reminder of the hero's sacrifice and the strength of the human spirit.